So I'm here with Ashley Brewer. How you doing, Ashley?
I'm very well. You?
Yeah, very good. And lots of people out there in Facebook land, for business land, will know you. You're very good at putting up posts, commenting on other people's posts. And it's been just over 2 months since we had our first one-to-one over the internet like we're doing now. And I know you've had quite a lot of developments and already starting to talk to more and work with more for members. So why don't you just give people a quick update as to how it's going and what you're looking for?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's. I think we've said this before. You get from for business what you put in. If you are active, either going to using your flexi, using your ultimate, your four balls, and actually getting out face to face, it's fantastic. But also we've got the amazing blog group, and then obviously the private group for members as well, where you communicate with people all over the country who need what you do. I think Sean summarised it in his Christmas message about using video and how powerful video is. I mean, I get that. I've been doing video for years. So I'm not bothered about putting myself in front of the camera. I know some people get a bit shy about that and have to overcome that obstacle of sort of doing their first video. But, when you do that and you realise nothing bad's going to happen, you're not going to die from putting a video out there and people need to hear your stuff, then it's fantastic. So, yeah, I've just been, as you do, having one-to-one Skype or Zoom calls with members. I put the video stuff out and comment and just try and add as much value to the group as possible. Of course, you add value and it does come back to you. It does come back round. So I'm having more and more conversations with for business members about how I can work with them to get them very quickly and easily and simply to look, feel, their best. Because a lot of people believe that you have to spend, you have to dedicate hours and hours to exercise. You have to forgo the foods you like. Life has to become really boring if you want to lead a fit and healthy lifestyle. And I'm just trying to educate people. Say, look, you don't. You can eat the foods that you love. Yeah, yes, you do have to exercise, but if you do it the right way with the right strategies, 1 to 2 hours over the entire week is enough to get you a result.
Yeah.
And that message is starting to get out there now. Which is fantastic.
And very briefly, I think you may have a 30-day challenge promotion in place at the moment.
I'm doing. I do these occasionally, and of course, January. A lot of people make their New Year's resolutions in January. The scary statistic, and I'm sure you may have heard this one. Tony Robbins did some research a few years ago, and all the data he collated basically showed that 95% of people give up on their New Year's resolutions by the 15th of January, which is a huge statistic. And that isn't just health and fitness, that's any New Year's resolutions, which it's a staggering statistic. So I'm putting this 30-day habit kickstart challenge. It's a crappy name, I know, and I'm sure I could find a shorter name, but I'm good. I'm just running with that.
Answers on a postcard.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, any suggestions, warmly welcome. Just to work with some people. We're focusing on just 2 habits, just not to overwhelm people. So 2 habits, one being hydration, because when we look at the benefits of hydration, just picking the one benefit that if you are dehydrated by just 2% or more, and if you're someone that doesn't drink a lot of water, that is you. If you drink a lot of coffee, maybe a lot of fizzy pop, a lot of alcohol, you're going to be dehydrated. Your personal performance, your productivity, your output is reduced by 10 to 20%, which is huge. You could be losing an hour a day just by being dehydrated. So one habit, we're going to focus on building up your hydration. So you actually get that back. Imagine if after 30-ish days, just by becoming more hydrated, you're 10 to 20% more productive every day. That's huge. It's massive, isn't it? So that's one habit we're going to focus on. Doesn't take up a lot of time, but has a huge sort of payoff. And the other one we're going to do is just get people into exercise, and we're just going to focus on like a press-up challenge. So you don't need to be able to do any press-ups now. This isn't right, you've got to bang out 50 press-ups every day. Even if you start off by just doing 1 press-up in a day, that will build on that and turn that into a habit. So yeah, I've set up a private group. There's 5 or 6 people in there already, which is fantastic. I'd love to get a few more just to help more people. So yeah, if you want to become more productive, if you want to increase your productivity by 10%, 10 to 20% a day, and you want to start doing some basic exercise, then come and join. It's absolutely free. I'm putting the information in the group today, how it's going to work, what you need to do, and then it really kicks off on Monday. So I'm going to give people the weekend just to watch the intro video, get their heads around it, download the couple of apps that they're going to need. The one thing I will say is what I put in the group, it's just 2 agreements. I don't do rules. Rules are made to be broken. I hate rules. Just agreements. First agreement is you're going to actively participate, and that's the big thing. I want people to be there and be part of it. So active participation, not having to dedicate hours and hours every day, jumping in the group 3 or 4 times a day, but holding yourself accountable in there once a day, which is going to take you, a minute? And that's it really. So yeah, that's and I'm hoping the people that come and do this, if they actively participate and they implement what we're going to talk about, they're going to get some results in 30 days. Brilliant.
We've never talked about press-ups, have we?
No. Can you do them?
The one thing that you won't know and lots of board members won't know, because I absolutely totally agree with Ashley, and just to prove that what he says works, which is whether you could do something like press-ups or not. A couple of years ago, I created for myself a press-up challenge, and it was for charity. And my aim was to be able to do 200 press-ups. And I started with 20.
Well done.
And on day 2, guess how many I did?
21?
21, absolutely. And I added 1 a day, every day, with a rest day every week. Yeah. And I videoed it every day and put it on Facebook, and ended up being doing them in the most ridiculous places all over the country. I did some actually whilst in a hammock. I did them in a waterfall in Wales, all over the place, on cliff tops, everywhere, and raised over £1,100 for a hospice. Brilliant. But the point was, it took me 9 months. Yeah. It took me 9 months to get to 200, just by adding the 1 a day. Getting from 20 to 21 was not difficult. Getting from 21 to 22 was not difficult. In fact, getting from 199 to 200 was not difficult. No. The only difficult bit is time. So if you can put in the tiny, tiny bits of effort, as Ashley said, it will make a massive, massive difference. So Ashley, this is obviously up for people to watch. It's Friday. Yep. Hopefully you'll comment and put the web link, the Facebook page link, yep, to where people need to go. And people have got the weekend to think about getting on board.
Yeah,
I'll certainly be taking a look at it. I think from a hydration point of view for myself, I am somebody who does exercise, and I'm involved in Gilles' 1,000-kilometre challenge, which is great, 1,000 kilometres in a year, not in the car. I think that's the only population, but walking, playing golf, exercising, etc., etc. And yeah, just get involved, just do it. So Ashley, hope that's helped today.
Fantastic. Thank you very much as ever.
Brilliant. Have a great weekend.
You too. Take care.